Sanjeev, I received some questions again.
Yeah,
I'm very happy that you are here with me today. And without any further ado,
yeah,
let's ask the first question.
yeah.
The first question is, people have so many accountabilities and responsibilities. You say, and we have been talking about it a few times in other recordings, there is so much power in silence.
Yes.
How can people have these responsibilities and harvest the power of silence at the same time?
Yes. Everybody is busy in their life for too many responsibility, accountabilities, but still they have to practice the silence. Silence means creating a space within ourselves by just go and let go and disconnect the thoughts of the past and the future. Silence means just witnessing of the thoughts of whatsoever thoughts are coming into this moment by observation, watchfulness, and alertness into this moment. Whatsoever things are silent in nature carry the maximum power. Just for example, the root of a plant is always silent in nature and it is hidden, unseen under the soil, therefore, it carries the maximum power. Same thing happens with human being. Most of the people live at the physical level, body, mind, but the total power of human being is in the soul. And soul is one of the highest form of energy. Therefore, I said, whatsoever things are silent in nature, it always carry the greatest power. The sunshine can enlighten the whole human being, the whole universe. The same thing with the soul. We cannot move without soul. And as soon as you raise the frequency, vibration, energy with the help of power of silence, whosoever come in your magnetic field, they can feel it and they can be transcended. They can be enlightened. They can be transformed. And the power of silence, as I said, like the mind is chattering and wandering. The is mind are not able to help you for silence practice, because in order to go for silence practice you have to go inside, you have to look within. But outside world is full of distraction, like ego is playing all kinds of nuisance activity, it will connect with useless and unwanted desire. It will help you to pull towards outside with the help of sensual desire, greed, lust, and the mind is chattering and wandering too much. Therefore, we are not able to practice for silence practice. So, the more we go inside by dissolving the wall of ego, the more we can discover who we really are with the help of silence. And the silence happens as soon as we witnessing watchfulness and observation of whatsoever thoughts are coming into this moment, without judgment, without labeling. Just for example, when we close our eyes, we need to take breathe in, breathe out. By dissolving the wall of the ego, by wall of the mind, We have to go inside with the help of breathe in and breathe out and become nothing. There is a emptiness, there is a hollowness, there is a voidfulness, there is a thoughtlessness, awareness happens. And gradually you will receive that you are getting in tune with the nature, with the existence, with you are getting, because you have already dissolved the wall of ego which is present on the superficial layer, on the circumference. And when you dissolve the wall of the ego, you are moving toward the center of being. And as soon as you reach to the center of being, you are getting connected with the universe. You are getting connected with the existence in the form of connecting with the energy, vibration. And then the silence happens, and then it create a great space within. So the another way of creating silence is to go to the nature and become the nature, and nature has become you. There is no labeling and judgment at all. What does it mean? So we have to just hug the tree, we have to love the grasses, we have to go and sit on the bank of ocean, nature, because we will absorb more negative ion and fresh oxygenated energy. When we connect with more oxygenated energy and more negative ion, what will happen? It will dissolve all kinds of conditioning and programming of useless and unwanted thoughts. So the more we have useless and unwanted thoughts, the more it creates obstacles on the path of silence practice. And therefore we go to the nature, and as soon as we go to the nature, there is a recharging of battery take place, in which useless and unwanted thoughts are getting dissolved, and we are getting fresh powerful energy from the nature, and then we are getting silence. The another way of silence practice is to go for catharsis. The meaning of catharsis is in the form of dynamic meditation practice, in which we just release the repressed and the suppressed emotion energy. Suppose if I have been collecting the energy of anger, fear, you know all kinds of thoughts of the past and future for the last few months or few days, it keep on accumulating inside, and it started creating chattering and wandering of the mind. So it needs outlet, because whatsoever we have collected, even if we collected the energy of anger, energy of fear, energy of hatred, jealousy, it started creating problem inside, and it needs outlet, and that is the property of energy. The property of energy is not created, not destroyed into the nature, but it just transformed from one form to another form. So in order for catharsis or dynamic meditation practice, we have to go in a big room or in a big empty space, where we have to just scream, cry, we have to dance, we have to just laugh. you know so as soon as we go for screaming, crying, tearing down, laughing, what will happen? All kinds of the negative thought energy is going to transfer into the positive thought energy with the help of laughing in the form of crying. Why? And then the energy is getting released, because there is a change of form of energy is taking place, and there is a dissipation of energy is also taking place. And when we keep on continuing for 10 minutes, after that we feel light, relax, love, compassion, and that's what the way. And then after that we can feel silence, we can feel very powerful relaxation.